Hey everyone, my name's Mark and welcome back to another YouTube video. So for today, what I thought to do was to make a tier list on tiermaker.com for GeNShiN Impact characters. Oh, and another thing, I am so sorry because they're building something outside, so there's going to be some noise, that's for sure. So this is gonna be about GeNShiN Impact characters. I almost have all of them. I just don't have 5 of them, which I'm going to mention in this video. And yeah, so I just thought, why not make a tier list, because I haven't made a tier list on any game, and GeNShiN Impact is my favorite game as of now. Yeah, so let's go to tiermaker.com. Alright, so as you can see, we are on tiermaker.com and there are 5 tiers. This is on tiermaker.com. This is the default one. Let's go. So we have first Traveler. Traveler is something else because I like Traveler to be more mean, but I've been using Aether since the start of the game, and I really like Aether, but I'm gonna have to put him on B because I don't use Aether. I don't use any of them. The Electro one is good because it gives you energy, but yeah. Albedo, truth to be told, I don't have Albedo. I have used him before. Albedo is really good. He's in my top tier, even though I don't have him officially, but as a trial character on some events, he is really good. Plus, I really want Albedo. So, since I don't have him and only just trialed him, I'm going to put it on B. I think that's reasonable. Amber. Ayaka. Okay, so Amber, we all know Amber sucks. Well, if you put some resources on her, she's good. And I'm not gonna lie, I have C3 Amber. I don't use C3 Amber. I don't use Amber at all. I used Amber before, but I used her for like 2 to 3 months into the game, and she's just not the character. So let's move on. Ayaka is one of the characters that I use right now, and her burst, she's a burst damage character, and Ayaka's burst damage is multiple. It is an AoE that hits multiple targets multiple times. So let's say I'm doing my burst is doing 22k damage, and that hits like 8 times, or 8 by multiply that by 20, but that's a lot. So yeah, Ayaka's good. The only reason I didn't put Ayaka on is because of her dash. Her dash sucks. So when you're using Ayaka, just pull her out, use her burst, and that's just about it. So yeah, you don't use Ayaka for normal maps. You can use it, but yeah. Barbara, I'm not gonna lie, I really like Barbara. Barbara is one of the characters that I use in GeNShiN Impact for 6 months. 6 months. I use Barbara 6 months on Genshin, and she's really annoying, but she saved my life multiple times on the game. So there is one domain on Liyue where you will fight 2 ruin guards and 1 ruin hunter, and Barbara saved my life there. But since Barbara sucks now and healer isn't really a good one, I'm not going to put her on D, so I'm going to put her on C, just because she's my one of my favorite characters. Well, not favorite, but one of the starter characters I use. Beidou. I used Beidou before back at 1.2 when the Geo was buffed and Heart of Depth artifacts came out for a child build, a child team comp, a electro charge team comp, and she's not that hard to build. The only thing that's holding Beidou back, I'm going to put her on B because first, her burst costs 80, and 80 is not a joke for Beidou because when you're using Beidou, you need someone like Official or Electro Traveler as a Electro or an energy battery, and that just sucks. And yeah, that's just about it. She's pretty much a burst character. You can also use her as a physical when you don't have a sub DPS. Bennett. I'm gonna put Bennett on S. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't maxed Bennett. I have his what is it called? His burst on level 10 that is with C3. His artifacts for me are level 12 or 16. I have one which is level 20, which is the Sands, I'm pretty sure. But I did max out this weapon, and that's all you need for Bennett. I'm using a Festering Desire, I'm pretty sure. One of the best weapons for Bennett as a free-to-play option because I don't have a Key of Avonia. I do have a Primordial Jade Cutter, but I don't use it on Bennett. I use it on another character. But Bennett is one of the best characters in the game, if not the best support. I'm saying if not the best support because there's someone else that saves my life the entire time. Chong Yin. Chong Yin. I haven't used Chong Yin since 1.1. He has some good burst damage on a reverse melt comp. But the only thing I don't like about Chong Yun is he infused cryo to other characters. I mean, that's good in some characters, but that's not good for everyone, for every character. I'm gonna put him on D because before I used Chong Yun and Razor in the same team, and that's a big no-no. I was such an idiot back then. I was back at 1.1. I haven't learned artifacts and such back then. I was AR 30 to 40 or something like that. So I'm gonna put him on C. He's not a D character, but he's a C character. D-Look, I just got D-Look recently, like last month. I did not max him. He's level 70 for me, but he hits like a truck. I'm not gonna lie, he hits like a truck. I'm not that truck, but decent truck. I'm gonna put him on A because it infused pyro on your attacks, and even if you switch him out and switch him back in, it's still infused by pyro after he uses his burst. So that's really good. I haven't maxed him, so I'm just going to put him on A because the most damage that I could do to him is 30,000 damage. Diona, another character that I don't use. A lot of people like Diona. I don't use Diona because I have another character, a shield character, which is a better character, and when I'm using that character, I don't need a healing character. But Diona is good. I'm pretty sure she can shield, she can heal, and she can debuff or buff characters. Yeah, I'm going to put Diona on C because my friend really likes Diona, and Diona is one of the characters that he used in his main team. Fischl is an A tier, not an S tier, but an A tier. I didn't use the physical Fischl before, but she's a really good battery and she's a really good support because all this damage when he's out in the field are really good support, really good extra damage. Yeah, I don't have much to say about Fischl, but that's just about it. Ganyu. truth be told, I don't have Ganyu. I did use her before. She was a free trial character, but back at 2.2, 2.1 or 2.0. And damn, I want Ganyu so damn much. My opinion on her is she's an S tier. She's easily an S tier. Even if you don't build her right, she's really good. Hu Tao. If you've seen my previous video, the 15 facts about Hu Tao, you will know that I know a lot about Hu Tao. Hu Tao is gonna be the first. She is my favorite character, and she is my best character. She's even my avatar on HoYoLab. I don't have much to say about Hu Tao other than the fact that she's really cute and she is very powerful. I hit like 50, 60 every charge attack, and that's not even max. She is level 90 and her weapon is level 90, but I'm just using a deathmatch and some really bad Sans cup and a goblet and a what is it called, a crown. Their substats are so bad, and I hit like that. And Hu Tao is just the best character in the entire game for me, even. Anyway, GeNShiN. I don't use GeNShiN, but I did want GeNShiN before. I do have her now, but I don't use her. She's a really good healer. You pop your burst and the entire team is healed. And she's decent on damage as well. I watched Wanzo, so my opinion on GeNShiN is really high. But not that high, so just to be safe, I'm going to put her on the middle on B. Kaya, I don't use Kaya. I have never used Kaya, and I will never use Kaya. That's just my opinion. If I offended any of you, yeah, I don't have any basis on Kaya, so I can't really put him at top because I've never used him. Kaching is decent. She's B, not A, not S. She is B. She has some really good damage if you use a physical or an electro build. I use an electro build, but she's good if you max her out. But if you don't, she's at most average. She's like a really good 4-star character. Not as good as Ben, but a really good DPS 4-star character. Kaching. The most annoying thing about Kaching, I would put her on A if I can, but I put it on B because her playstyle is very different. When you're using Kaching, most of the time you just use charge attack, and her charge attack literally backs her out. Kaching backs out and she just launches the enemy forward really far, so you need to dash. Oh, that's Kaching. Klee is also B because I don't have her, but I did use her before on some trials. I really want Klee. Klee is clean. Lisa, another character I haven't used since I started the game. I don't have any opinion on her. Yeah. I mean, other than the fact that she's a ara, a One-chan type of waifu, I don't have any opinion on her. Lumine, just because Lumine is a girl and she's cute, I'm gonna put her on C. But I have the same opinion on her on Aether. Mona, you're gonna be surprised on Mona. Um, Mona is a character that a character that I mostly use on a burst one hit team. I don't like doing those, even though I have a C2 Mona, which is really good. I don't like using Mona. She's literally level 50 on me. The last time I used Mona in a team is around AR 45 back at 1.1, 1.2 maybe. Mona is just a character that I don't really like using, even though she can debuff enemies. I just don't like her, probably because of her dash. I just don't have a high opinion on Mona. A lot of people probably contradict me on this, but sheesh. Ningguang. Ningguang. Ningguang is the very first character that I pulled. Just originally she's gonna be C, but because she's the very first character that I ever pulled other than Noelle, they are in the same 10 pool. I'm gonna put Ningguang on B, cause Ningguang hits like a truck. When the bug was removed on her, she was really good. I don't use her, but I did want to build her. I just don't have the resources on it. My friend does main Ningguang, and I used his account, and Ningguang was fun to use. I also used her before, just like 1-2 days last month. Yeah, Ningguang is just that character that you use for a Geo. Noelle, I really wanted to build Noelle before, because I got C6 on Noelle. But Noelle is, because I watched some videos about clearing Noelle with clearing Spiral Abyss with Noelle, with just Noelle. I wanted to build Noelle before. I just don't have the time for that, or nor the resources, because there's so many characters that I have. So let's move on. Chi-Chi. You're gonna be surprised for Chi-Chi, because Chi-Chi is my very first 5-star and the very first character that I pulled on a first 10 pool. I pulled her literally the second day I played the game. Chi-Chi is B, maybe even A, just because she's a character the very first 5-star that I pulled. But just to be safe, I'm going to put her on B, because other characters on her sucks. She's also one of the characters that I used with Barbara before. So my team before was Chi-Chi, Razor, Barbara, and Ember or Shangling. And Chi-Chi and Barbara just has that, because they're both cryo and what is this, hydro, they freeze enemies. So when I'm using Razor, I don't need a shield, because every single time I get hit, it's just re-heal. And when I'm using the burst, Razor can't be staggered, so I can't interrupt. Razor can't be interrupted when you're using his burst, so I just tank them, because I'll just re-heal again, as long as I don't get one shot. So yeah, and also Shatter is good multiplier. I think ×2, ×3 damage, so that's the bonus. But overall, Cheech as a character is not that good, I guess. But when I'm using when I'm on a co-op team, I always use Chi-Chi because she's a support healer. Razor is S tier for me. He is my boy. He's my very first DPS, the first ever character that I got. No. Ningguang is my very first character. He is with Chi-Chi when I got Chi-Chi on that first temple. and I used it for like I used Razor for like 6, 7, even 8 months. I didn't change the team that I used back then until I got Xiao. Right? Yeah, until I got Xiao back at Feb. I didn't change my DPS, so I was just using Razor. Razor was my boy. Um, yeah, he's S tier for me. You can't change that back. He is S tier for me. Let us move on Sucrose. I actually wanted Sucrose before, but when I got her, I didn't use her but she is a really good character. Sucrose is, because I don't have Venti, but I do have Kazuha now. I don't use Sucrose anymore, but I did use her before, and as a DPS even. Yeah, my opinion on Sucrose is she's B at best for me, not A or S. She is B, to be safe. Child, Tartaglia. Another character that I pulled on the very first 10 pull. He's an S tier for me. I've been using him since 1.2. I got him on 1.1, but I didn't use him because I was using what was that? The Bolide set. But when the Heart of Death came out, I used Child since then on my second team. But now I'm using him on the main team because I'm using Hu Tao. So when Hu Tao scales down, I'm using Child as another DPS. Child is just one of those characters that you use just as a support. You don't really use him as the main DPS. At most, he's a sub DPS, not a burst DPS, but a sub DPS that you use when a character is on cooldown, or a freeze comp. Venti, I have a very high opinion on Venti. The only reason I can't put Venti on S because I haven't really used him besides the trials, and I don't have him, but I do have a very high opinion on him. Xiangling's on S. I literally have Xiangling, level 16 artifacts, really bad artifacts, but I literally do like 22,000 damage when I'm using her with Tartaglia, and she is buff with the Viridescent Venereer set. Xiao, another S tier character for me. He is my second DPS. Yeah, I don't have that much opinion on Xiao. Besides the fact that he is one of my favorite, he is easily S tier. Xingqiu, another S tier character. Xingqiu is not the best wet status supplier, that's on Child, but he is the best support for Hu Tao. I'm not even kidding you. I've been using Hu Tao and Xingqiu together since I got her. So yeah, the best character that complements everyone actually. Both him and Bennett, there's not that much character that they're really bad with. Although Bennett is really bad for Hu Tao. That's about it. Xinyan, another character I haven't used since I got her. I don't have much opinion on her. Yeah. Zhongli, the best support in the entire game. This is one of the reasons. He is the reason why I said Bennett would have been the best support if not for Zhongli. Zhongli is just that character that that can fit into any team. The only reason Zhongli is not good is corrosion, but that's just about it. Zhongli is the best support in the entire game. Rosarius B. I really wanted Rosaria before. I got her. I used her with Eula. Because of the crit. And she is also a cryo. But I don't really like using her anymore. I wanted to use her as a physical before, but Eula came out, and yeah. Eula another S tier for me. Cause Eula is the best burst damage. Burst one hit damage on the entire game. She is the only character that I used that dealt more than 300,000 damage. And that's big without a setup. That is without any setup besides Bennett and some food buff. Yeah. Yula is just... Yeah. She is my second best DPS, I guess. Second best DPS versus Wu Tao, then Eula. I used Eula on the team. Yanfei is another one of those characters that I use before but don't really use often. I did try to build her before because I don't have Klee. She has fine. She's really good with Shincho, but that's it. Kazuha. Ooh, this is gonna be hard because I use Kazuha on my second team, and him with the Viridescent Hunt, the Viridescent Venereer set, it's really good. I use it every time. The only downside I think is because I don't use an EM build. I am a crit damage, crit rate build on Kazuha. He is also the character that I'm using with Primizorio Jade Cutter. So he's a animo burst damage debuffer kind of thing. I want to put him on S, but because he's a support that I don't even use that much, he's the same as Ayaka to me. I'm gonna put him on A. Yoimiya, my main DPS and my second team for Spiral Abyss. I actually did not want Yoimiya, but Mihoyo just decided to give me her. Literally my very first tempo, when an hour after she came out, I got her. And I just wanted the Sayu back then, but apparently I got Yoimiya. Yay. The Shiminawa set on her is really good. She is really good with Bao, with A, with the Raiden Shogun, because even though what's that reaction code? The Pyro Electro reaction, whatever that is really good, even though that reaction knocks enemies out. But because she has her auto attacks are home, because she's an archer, those attacks follow those enemies, so it's just continuous electro charge. No, not electro charge, that reaction. I'm just gonna call that reaction. Sayu, I don't have a high opinion on Sayu. I don't have her. I'm gonna put her on C. Kazuha, she's already in there. A, Raiden Shogun. I want to put her on S, because the only thing that's holding me back on putting her S is because she is a character that is fit as a main DPS but can't, because she needs her burst. And I do a lot of setup just for Raiden Shogun. I'm just using her normally as just her without any support. I do like no damage at all. But when I'm setting up with Bennett, Kazuha, and Yoimiya's burst, oh my god, I hit like 25,000 damage per hit, per charge attack, multiple charge attacks. So yeah, Sarah. I'm going to put her on D just because she also buffs the character's attack, just like Bennett. Uh, Sarah is bugged before. I don't have a C2 Sarah, so don't use her, and I will probably never use her because I have Bennett, which is a better character and also a pyro character. Yeah, I don't have that high of opinion to her. Coconine. Just because she doesn't have crit rate, I'm going to put her on C. Uh, I, I, I don't have anything to say to her. Besides the fact that she's a healer and I don't have her. Aloy. I'm not going to put her on D. I'm not going to put Aloy on D. I want to put her on S, but not because of GeNShiN Impact, but because of her game. I really love Horizon Zero Dawn, and the fact that Aloy traveled to GeNShiN to Tibet is fucking crazy. I'm gonna put her on B. She's actually a really good character. You just need to invest in her a lot. I don't use her because I have literally these characters and these characters. Yeah. Toma. I got Toma recently. He's only level 20. I haven't used him. So I'm gonna put him on B actually, because I think he's gonna be a good shield. Yeah. So yes, that's just about it. I don't really know much about Ito and Goro yet, because you can't use them yet. I do want them. I do want both of them. So this is the tier list. I'm surprised that there's a lot of S and C characters. So let me know in the comments below if you want another one of these, but not on my opinion, but on others' opinion, the community's opinion. Yeah, the only reason I did this because I don't want to research another fact video, and this is just so much easier to edit, and it's fun. I guess making a tier list is fun, even though I'm just talking to myself. Making a tier list is very satisfying. So that's just about it. So please leave a like, click that subscribe button, click that bell so you don't miss any of my videos next time. And that's just about it. Bye.